Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So it's been 4 years since I did my coveted New York City real estate series. I know it's been a really long time, but just because the series ended 4 years ago doesn't mean it doesn't continue on in our hearts today. So in that series, I kind of showed you what it was like to try and rent a commercial space in the city. This one over here was going for over $10,000 a month. It was small, it was falling apart. It looks like this floor has not been maintained since the 70s. And yeah, it's just your standard falling apart New York City building that somebody is trying to rent out. But, not to just show you commercial spaces, I also did show you some residential spaces. This is a residential building. I believe this was in the Flatbush area. As you can see, this building is boarded up. It looks like on the inside of this building, it looks like a bomb went off. In the other rooms in the inside of the building, it looks like that bomb that went off in probably World War II, and it has not been maintained since. And because it's New York City, that building was going for $1.3 million because, well, that's normal. And one of the things that I wanted to show you is that it actually gets better. It actually gets better. So can any of you guess how much money this woman was paying for this apartment that had the side of the building literally falling apart, about to fall onto the street? Just take a look at this and tell me what you think. This is a building around Mott Street.
My God. Okay.
Rachel Bryant woke up this morning and looked out the window.
The building
She
is falling
couldn't
off the
believe
building.
Her eyes.
You can literally see that my apartment building is falling off the wall.
The whole front of the face of the building is all attached together, and then it's all going to collapse with the fire escapes and everything off of the side of the building.
Wouldn't it be fun to be a pedestrian walking down Mott Street when that happened? How much do you think she's paying for that? $2,000 a month? $2,200? $2,600? Maybe $3,000. Who knows? But what I think I can guarantee you is that that building that is absolutely crumbling, I can guarantee you that she is paying more per month for that apartment than 99% of my viewers are wherever they're living. And one of the reasons that things like this happen, one of the reasons that you will never see a building actually get maintained in this city, is because getting a building permit and actually being allowed to do your job is almost as difficult as getting a representative from the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance to take accountability and responsibility for trying to destroy your business and your livelihood. This is a video that I posted 7 months ago with my good friend Sonny, who is a contractor. We just walked by one of these buildings where it's just so funny because they have a glass door and you literally can't even tell that there's a glass door there because it is covered in trash. Just take a look at this. Sonny, can you tell us what it is that we're looking at over here? I'm trying to see. I think is that a glass door? Is there anything on the other side of this? I can't see through all the paper.
Work permits, bro. These are work permits.
Work permits for what?
Type 1, type 2, there's like different changes that they need to make to the apartments. This one is for HVAC, this one is for interior. Of course, if you want to do HVAC, you have to do the interior because you can't just work on.
And how many of these are expired? May 1st, 2022. May 1st, 2022. May 1st. I guess he has to go back and apply for 30 of them again.
Yeah. 2019.
I get
2019.
It's 2019.
He's probably waiting for a response from the city still.
But imagine you're paying mortgage or whatever fucking, you're paying mortgage and you're paying maintenance. I bet the maintenance for this, just to fucking keep doing the upkeep, is over $1,000 a month. On top of your $5,000 a month mortgage, and you're waiting for all these shit to be approved. And each one needs to be signed off by, some of them have to be signed off by different apartments. Look, this type 2 and this type 2 is different. This is structural, and this one is for HVAC. So they're like two different companies, two different groups of the city comes out to verify them.
Bless New York
Type
City.
1, plumbing. Oh, type 3. Oh, they got all the types.
Probably makes more sense, financially speaking, for the owner of that building to wait for it to fall down and collect the insurance money than it does to actually try and repair anything that is wrong with it. There are so many people that just give up on doing basic maintenance because they know their life will be made miserable. Everybody that I knew that did any of this type of work while I was in New York City would always say, I am just going to do whatever and hope I don't get busted. I'm going to put brown paper up to cover the window rather than, have the contractor work during times when I don't think there will be an inspector there. Or what they'll do is they'll have enough contractors, even if it costs a little bit more money, like 17 people show up to do the job really, really quickly and get it done so fast that by the time the inspector comes out, they're already done and they can't prove that the work wasn't already done. This is before Google Maps came out and was taking pictures of Street View every year or so you could see the differences and everything. Oh, man. I'm seriously thinking of just kind of sending New York State that $1,551 they were asking me for. Not because I owe them it, but clearly, obviously, evidently, they need the money more than I do. What, New York City has a budget of what, only $100 billion a year? How are you going to keep the buildings from falling down when you only have $100 billion a year? What a joke. What a joke. She's probably paying $2,600 a month to live in that building, bro. What a joke. And when she wants to find a new place to live, it's probably going to cost $3,600 to have the exact same whole garbage old apartment, but just not with the side of the building falling off onto the street. I am beside myself right now for all of the inspections they do, for all the regulations, for all the red tape. At the end of the day, they allowed a building owner to rent a building that is literally crumbling to pieces to the point where it will fall on the sidewalk and sprinkle brick on everybody that walks by it to the general public. And they allowed this to be rented most likely for a rent of over $2,000 per month. I'm not at all surprised whatsoever that this was allowed to happen. And I will not be surprised at all whatsoever if anybody that ever tries to get any work done on their building is not able to do so. Because, oh my, you think that my series in the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance or New York State Department of Consumer Affairs or the Oath Courts was fun? Oh, God, wait till you get to the Department of Buildings. We're not talking about it taking like 14 hours to get an answer. We're talking about it taking like 3,000 hours to get an answer. If anything, Sonny, if you're watching this, you have to do a series in the Department of Buildings. You have to follow up with a series in the Department of Buildings because people, they would pay to watch that stuff. People would subscribe to HBO to watch just what it is like. If you just wore a little GoPro and said, I just want to do the most basic of maintenance to this particular building. Yet this is totally fine. The wall can fall off the side of the building. No problem here. Have fun. Rent it out. Rent out the entire building. Let 3 people live in that apartment. New York is a meme. New York is a meme. It's literally a crumbling meme. I don't know what else to say at this point. Except for, that's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something.